The Magical Princess Pyjama Party. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Elodie who went to school every day but often felt lonely. She loved reading fairy tales and dreaming of wonderful adventures, but during recess, she stayed on the sidelines, not knowing how to make friends. The other children played together, laughed, and shared secrets, while she simply watched from a distance, hoping that one day she too could be part of their world. One morning, as she sat under a tree, a shimmering light suddenly appeared before her. In an instant, a magnificent princess in a sparkling gown stood there, her eyes kind and her smile radiant. This magical vision seemed unreal, as if she had stepped straight out of the books Elodie loved so much. Without a word, the princess approached her and extended her hand. She offered Elodie a very special invitation, a pyjama party. But this was not just any ordinary sleepover like the ones other children might have. No, this one was unique. If Elodie accepted, she would have the chance to invite other royal guests. 3 princesses would come to spend the night at her house, bringing with them the magic and wonder of their enchanted kingdom. Elodie's heart pounded. She had never hosted a party before, let alone one with real princesses. The idea frightened her a little, but deep down, she felt that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. After a brief hesitation, she eagerly accepted. The day of the party arrived quickly. In Elodie's house, everything was ready. Soft cushions, twinkling fairy lights draped along the walls, and a table filled with delicious treats and small cakes decorated with sugar pearls. Excitement grew as the evening approached. Then, at the expected time, the door slowly opened and the princesses made their grand entrance. There were 3 of them, each more dazzling than the next, dressed in shimmering gowns and wearing brilliant tiaras. They brought with them a magical atmosphere, transforming the evening into a real-life fairy tale. Together they told extraordinary stories, danced under the soft glow of the fairy lights, and shared star-shaped cookies. Elodie, who had never experienced such a moment before, let herself be carried away by this newfound magic, laughing freely for the first time in a long while. The next morning, news of the enchanted pyjama party spread quickly throughout the school. The other students, intrigued and amazed by the story, began to see Elodie differently. She was no longer just a girl who read alone in a corner. She was the one who had hosted real princesses at her home, the one who had shared a magical night. Little by little, her classmates started to approach her, asking questions about the party, eager to know more. Some even invited her to play with them at recess, while others included her in their own games and gatherings. Elodie, who had long dreamed of having friends, saw her wish gradually come true. A few days later, an unexpected surprise awaited her. A golden letter had appeared on her desk. The princesses, enchanted by their night at her house, now proposed to organize an even bigger celebration, one where all the children in her class would be invited. Excitement filled the school. Everyone began preparing for this one-of-a-kind event. The following weekend, the school's garden was transformed into a true enchanted kingdom. The princesses returned, welcomed with awe by the students. Together, they decorated the space with golden ribbons, played magical games, and shared a grand royal feast. That day, Elodie understood that sometimes all it takes is one special moment, one unexpected invitation, to change everything. Thanks to that magical evening, she was no longer alone. She had found friends, and more importantly, she had learned that friendship could begin with a simple willingness to open up to others. From that day on, she was never again the lonely little girl she had once been, and every year, around the same time, she thought back to that enchanted night that had changed her life. Thank you for listening to this story. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. Now, I invite you to continue the adventure by clicking on one of the 2 videos. The first one is the same story but in French, and the second one will take you on a whole new adventure. It's your choice.